Hello, good morning. Welcome to a fantastic new week. My name is Vida Echetabu, the signpost. And so we're continuing on the second part of our 5-way series on financial compass. Last week we talked about the north, and this week we'll be heading to the east. And the east, when we talk about the east, we often think about two things. On the global platform, we'll be talking about the Middle East or the Oriental nations, which are known to be China, Japan, Hong Kong, Turkey and Oman. That's part of the world generally. And then on the other hand, on the local or the Nigerian, landscape, we'll be looking at the eastern part of Nigeria. And for this conversation, Anambra State as case in point. Now, what does that have to do with anything? Now, if you look at the Middle East, and with this, in this particular context, in terms of reference, we'll be looking at the Arabian countries around the desert, and we'll also be looking at Anambra State as well. These two countries, or these two geographies rather, that's a better way to put it, have significant limitations. For the desert area, water is a scarce commodity. For Anambra State, with regards to how Nigerian minerals and resources are shared, Anambra is not considered to be an oil-producing state. And so it means that in terms of water, which is a major resource, and oil, within the context of this nation, which is also a major resource, these two geographies are underprivileged, so to speak. But we look at Saudi Arabia, look at UAE, look at Qatar, look at Jordan, look at all these places, look at Anambra State as well, and see how development has hit both places. How did that happen? Because if they were going by just what was available to them, just, based on what share for me as a share for the others and all, they would always be at the bottom of the rung. Now, I went to Anambra State for the first time in either 2018 or 2019, and I was startled at the level of development. Prior to then, I haven't been to Anambra State before 2004, very briefly in 2004. So in how many years? I went back and I saw the amount of development. There was light, good roads in the place. The atmosphere in the states, in the parts I visited, were positive. Energies were right. Now, I haven't gone to Dubai yet, but I watch documentaries. I have family and friends who have gone. People have done videos and all that. And clearly, irrespective of their shortcomings, they have also become an oasis, essentially, in the desert. They have become an enigma in the desert. It is instructive to note that how did these two geographies, how did they change their trajectory? How did they pull themselves out of the place of disadvantage? I give it to them and I say purely resources. Resources in terms of data. They researched. They didn't go with, what they have been, allocated in this life, and so, woe is me situation. They knew that to achieve their own financial goals, they knew that to activate their coordinates, they needed to get data, they needed to go for knowledge, they needed to go for information in order to arrive where they wanted to go. Now, With regards to you and your financial journey, what type of data do you have? What type of knowledge are you acquiring? Are you asking the right questions? Are you mingling with the right people? Or are you hanging out with people that are always saying, well, I can't kill myself, Or are you amongst the people always believing that everything is going wrong for you? Because even though everything may be going wrong for you, you still owe it to yourself to get information on how to make things start going right for you. What type of information, data are you being exposed to? After you have found your true north and people have told you, you want to follow everybody to sell this. If you're even in Nigeria has a population of 200 plus population. People will buy. But you need to find out, where should I sell? Who should I be selling to? And guess what? Everybody is selling something. Everybody is selling something. If for nothing else, you're selling yourself. So what type of investment are you making in getting the knowledge, in getting the information that will change the course of your life? Like it's changed the course of Dubai, it changed the course of Qatar, it has obviously changed the course of Anambra State. So much so that Anambra State is now on the map in terms of states that are a force to be reckoned with, even though it gets one of the smallest allocations from the federal government. Look at yourself and say to myself, I am a wise person of the East. You know the three wise men of the East? You're a wise person of the East. Get the information that will make you wise. They that walk with the wise will be wise and will achieve their financial goals. Have a fantastic week, and I look forward to you joining the conversation next week. Take care, God bless you, and have a really good time. Blessings always. Bye.